What's up guys? So in this video I will be showing you how to implement rate limiting to your Next.js project. So my last video I talked about implementing rate limiting, but I used a server-based approach using using an Express server to be precise. But in this video I'll be using Next.js and I'll be using Upstart as well as their Redis database, which is an in-memory database. So I already have it implemented, and by the way, this is a client project, so I won't be showing everything about, but I'll be showing you how I am implementing rate limiting to some API endpoint. So let me just do a brief recap in case if you don't know what rate limiting is. So basically, rate limiting is a process of controlling the amount of requests, either a post request or a get request that is being made to or from your server. So I will head back right here, and I'm at upstart.com. So if you don't have an account, you can create an account, but me, I already have, so I'll just log in directly. All right, so if you've not created your database, it should tell you to create one, and I guess you can only create one database. If you want to create multiple, you have to put in your credit card details, of which I've not done yet because I don't see the need of it, and I've not hit the max limit to upgrade, and I'm using this for two projects. I should even rename this to something more reasonable. But just create a database and make sure it's a Redis database. And if you get to this point, what you should do right now is to so what you just need to do is to connect your database. So you can reveal your token. Make sure you reveal it before you copy this right here, or rather just come to this .env file, you reveal it. I'm not going to do that. You reveal it, then you copy it and you store it on your env.local file or .env file. Then also make sure you have the upstart package. So let me go to my package addressing. Where is it? So make sure you have these packages installed as well. Then I'm doing this on my middleware.ts. So after you've saved this on your env.local, talking about the these values right here, then just import those two packages, and the next thing is to create a new Redis instance, and this right here is basically what you are seeing here. And after that, we'll create a new rate limiter. So this rate limiter is basically taking this new Redis instance we've created and this limiter property, and it has a sliding window. So there are various types of rate limiting. I wish I can talk more about it. So I think there are about 4 of them, but the common one you use most times is the sliding window. So this is the amount of requests a user can make. So I've set this to 5, and this is the amount of time. So user will be able to make 5 requests in 30 minutes. And once you are done with that, you now want to implement the rate limiting to match the route of your choice. So I'm using this create route matcher from Clark because I'm using Clark as my authentication, and typically you would use the IP address to sets the rate limiting. I think that's what I watched some couple of videos, that's what they use, but I did some googling and I found out that using ID is more reliable than IP. So you can still let me know in the comments if IP is stronger, but I feel ID is more better because I feel the person has to be logged in order for them to even have access to the endpoint we're setting a rate limit to. So we're using this create route matcher method from Clark. Then we're now handling the rate limiting for the specific endpoint. So right now I only have one endpoint called save address. So we are doing some checks right here to see if that person is authorized or if it's unauthorized. Then we're destructuring some values from this new rate limiter we set. And right here we're just returning an error message of status of 429, which means too many requests. And if I go to the shipping address, you see that if the response status is 429, this should be the message the user should see. So let me just test it out for you to see. So I'll go to edit and let me just change this to something else. Save. It should take quite some minutes because you know NextJs is really slow on development, so but it shouldn't take that long. Okay, address saved successfully, so I will make changes to that again. This should update real time. I don't know what's happening, but let's just try this again. So all these data are being stored on my Sanity CMS. I'm using Sanity as my CMS to store this data. So do that again the second time. Then let me do that again the third time. The fourth time. So this should be the last time. So right now, if I make another request again, I should have that 429 error message right here. So you can see this is showing the updated value. So if I make any request, you see I get this message that says I should wait for a few minutes before trying again. Alright guys, so that's the size of the video. I feel this is niche to this project because not everyone likes using a third party for authentication, but I hope you have a basic idea on how to go about it through this project. You can also leave your questions and contributions in the comments. Till next time, and stay blessed.